Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Yuli Farida. I'm from B class of 7th semester of English Education Department. And today, on this nice opportunity, I would like to present my research proposal. The title is An Analysis of Teacher Strategies in Teaching Speaking During Pandemic Era at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Ciomas. Okay, let's start with the chapter 1 or introduction. This chapter includes identification of the problems, formulation of the problems, and research objective. The identification of the problems in my research are: first, teaching speaking to the students in pandemic era is not easy. Second, students have lack motivation in learning speaking. Third, students can easily bored because the teaching and learning process held via e-learning. And last, teacher need to create the interactive and effective strategies in order to achieve learning objective. Next is formulation of the problem. The formulation of the problems in my research are: first, what are the strategies that used by the teacher in teaching speaking during pandemic era at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Ciomas? And second, how are the students' response to the strategies that used by the teacher in teaching speaking? Based on the formulation of the problems, so the objective of the research are: first, to find out the strategies that used by the teacher in teaching speaking during pandemic era at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Ciomas. And second, to find out the students' response to the strategies that used by the teacher in teaching speaking. Next is chapter 2 or literature review. This chapter includes some theories related to the topic. First is speaking. Brown and Yule 2007 claimed that speaking is an ability to pronounce language sounds verbally, to share ideas or feelings. And then teaching strategy. According to Denny 2012, teaching strategy is a compound of sequence of activities, how to organize learning materials, media, and allocation times used in the learning process to achieve predetermined learning objective. And last, teacher strategies in teaching speaking during pandemic era. During pandemic COVID-19, the teaching process held via e-learning. According to Michael 2013, e-learning is a learning process that is structured with the aim of using an electronic system or computer so that it's able to support a learning process. There are some strategies that can we use in teaching speaking, such as discussion, role play, simulation, brainstorming, interview, information gap, and story completion. Last is chapter 3 or research method. Research design are descriptive qualitative research by using case study design. Research participants are 2 English teachers at the 10th grade of SMA Negeri 1 Ciomas. And data collection technique are observation, interview, and documentation. Credibility of the data is using data triangulation. Here, I compare the data that found in observation, interview, and documentation. If each data have the same result, it means the validity is established. And last is data analysis technique. Data analysis technique in my research are data reduction, data display, and data verification and conclusion. In data reduction, I reduce the data that found during research activities. In data display, I present the data by using narrative word. And in data verification and conclusion, I make the conclusion to answer research question. That's all about my research proposal. Thank you very much for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.